Hello YouTube, this is just from STDIO APIs. Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to continue where we left off in the last tutorial, and I'm really excited because this particular tutorial will show the power of the MCP tools, because so far we just touched the tip of the iceberg with the system status tool, just checking the status. But in this tutorial we'll now check, we'll get deeper, and I hope you enjoy it. In order to do this, we're going to be using, by the way, I added these two files to my GitHub. It's going onto my Jupyter notebook. And we're going to have these two new files. It's the YouTube service, and it's only a couple hundred lines of code, and video search tool. This is the tool that is very similar to the system status tool, but now it gets into how to integrate the YouTube data API with the MCP server. So this is the first one. So let's go. YouTube service. Basically here we're similar to what we've been doing. We're bringing in login, typing, type safety, date time. We're bringing this stuff to be able to use the YouTube data API, more date time, because it's dates we need to know when the video was published. We're going to be showing you how we initialize using these configurations and the parameters. We've seen that before. These are for the search videos. This is the first function right here. This is the get video details function. This one gets all the details about the video, and it does a for loop to looking whatever the your max video count, whatever you determine it to be, is going to go through that range, and it's going to kind of iterate through them and fetching them whatever you're looking for. This is the actual function that does the fetching of the video batch. This one does the parsing. It does because we'll be using view count, and I will show you that in 1 minute. You're gonna like it. And these are the different categories. It's going to determine the category. It's going to parse the publishing date and all of the data, the thumbnails, title, and all that good stuff. Error handling. This is the function that categorizes the videos depending on the categories that we have determined. In our case, these are the categories that I added. Get the channel information, some of the stuff that we parsed before. This is all going to be published in the main. Get the trending, because later we'll be doing a lot of sentiment analysis, so a lot of it we need to know what's trending and what's happening. And that's the main, where everything gets this is what you actually see. So now we're going to the video search tool, and like I said, it's only 100 lines of code, but very powerful 100 lines of code. This is the beauty of the strength of the power of MCP tools as compared to the REST API. And I just wanted to give you an idea, because the setup is a little bit different. As you can see, the input schema, if you come from the REST API and you've done a lot of REST APIs, you can see the difference. And the main difference, you're getting a lot more information and less ambiguity. And what I mean by that, when you do REST API, when you do a query, right, there's a lot of things that are not really being answered, right? For example, when you do max results, what does that mean? Does it mean that has to be written like that? Is there a limit? What does the 10 mean? It's not very clear. Yes, we've been doing them forever and we know, but for someone that's never worked with it, there's a little bit of ambiguity, right? Same thing here with the order. What does that mean? What is it valid? What is the format? What is the relevance? What does that mean? Is it recent? With the MCP tools, you're forced to be more specific and more clear. So in reality, you need to, it lets the client know exactly what he needs. So it's telling you properties, you're gonna, the type of query is gonna be a string, so you know that it must be a string. The description, it tells you exactly what it's looking for. It's a search query for YouTube videos. Purpose, it tells you the max results has to be an integer. So it tells you the type required. And also it tells you default. So at least you know what's going on. Oh, okay, by default it's 10. So that's what that means. Order, same thing. It's gonna let you know what the sort order. So you know that you're gonna need relevance, date, rating, or view count. And so it lists all the valid options. That's what you're seeing here. And that's what that is. You can see type, description, type, description, type, description. And you have more of a clear idea of what is expected from you. That's what I'm trying to get at and getting that point across. This is the def call. This is what it does, the magic right here. It's going to do the queries. It's going to execute the video search using the arguments that we have chosen here. And this is going to get all the video details that we got from YouTube service. This is all coming from there. That's why you're importing YouTube service and you're importing search query from models. I don't know if you remember models. That was the first video that we did right here, YouTube models, a couple tutorials ago. So now this is the first time that we start using it. And I think that's most of what I wanted. Yeah, this next thing is error handling. So let's try it. So the first thing, let's just give you an example. If we went through YouTube and we went youtube.com, and let's say that we do a query, we do machine learning basics, just a typical query, and you're going to see that you're going to get a few videos that come up. And you know what I'm talking about. But here you're going to see that the videos are going to be, this is all the stuff, but there's something here that the filters. And this is what I was getting at. When we're using the MCP tools, this is the power of MCP tools, because you can the capabilities of the schema is almost like it's more aware of what's going on under the hood. For example, here this is sorting by relevance, is sorting by upload date, is sorting by view count, and is sorting by rating, right? So if you, instead of saying machine learning basics, let's say that you change one of those filters and let's go for view count, you're going to see that some of the videos are different, right? We're getting coding with Mach videos because he's got a lot of views, a lot of view counts, right? So that's 44 million views, 22 million views. That's what you're doing under the hood using the MCP server. You're playing with these filters and you have more control without having to do it yourself. You're making MCP do it for you. And that can be very powerful, especially when you're dealing with batch of videos and you're doing heavy intelligence analysis. This comes very, very handy. And that's exactly what we're doing here. I just wanted to show you, because every time you change those filters, you're going to get a different batch. These are the latest ones 2 days ago, and you can see that they're completely different videos depending on that filter. That's what we're doing here. When we choose, this is the tool that we just created. That's the search video tool, that file that I just showed you. When we choose that one, you see it comes up. It's coming up with the max results, it's coming up with the order, relevance, and the region. And if you look at the code, that's exactly what we're asking for here, right? We're asking for max results, the first query, right? Then max results, order, region code. Same thing that you see in there, okay? So now you know that by relevance, you know from the code that you have options, right? This is the order right here. So it's telling you, you can do it by relevance, you can do it by date, you can do it by rating, or you can do it by view count. So let's change it from date to view count. So we show you exactly, instead of relevance, let's do view count. And the max results, let's go down to 5. So we don't want to show, the more you do, the more you use your quota. And the query, let's keep it to machine learning basics, apples with apples. And let's leave the region alone. So let's run it. Green is great. And there you go. You have the 5 videos, and programming with Match with 44 million views comes up. I just show you that. And the second one also, programming with Match again, 22 million views. And the likes and the comments and the engagement rate and when it was published. When you change those filters right here, you will get different videos. For example, now let's change it for date. And run the tool, and now it's going to give you different videos. It's going to give you what is machine learning, and those are the ones that were published a couple days ago. The July 3rd, today is July 5th, so that was 2 days ago, and you see it's a different batch. And that can be very, very powerful, especially when you're dealing with a lot of, you're basically using the MCP server to do the work for you under the hood. And that's the power of the MCP servers, right? You can use agents, you can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. You can chain functionalities together. You can do all kinds of stuff. In the next tutorial, we're going to talk more about how we can start using market analysis and going deeper with some of these videos, but we'll do that in the next tutorial. If this is the end of this tutorial, if you like this tutorial, please click the like box, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time with another tutorial. Take care.